Everybody, it's Patrick from the Pitch Deck, and we're here at Armory at the main LGS that I've got nearest to me. This is actually John. He's the owner. Him and his brother run the store, and he's the fab player of the store. He likes to join us on the Armory Day sometimes. His brother usually goes for just MTG, but I had to buy the first round because we were just a little bit odd number of players. And we run the die roll. We're kind of starting off a little bit weird. It wasn't very good because I think we had 2 reds. We just basically erase face. I know he gets to block it out, but some pressure. Maybe get it out of my hand and then try to set up. John is usually a Dory player, but he's trying out Fi. He just does a full block, keeps the card that he wants. And I Arsenal and pass.
Call Awakening, pitch a blue. I have a cast trigger.
It's already, if you've already played another red.
Oh, you're right, it is.
So do you want to retake?
No.
I gave him a chance to take back the trigger or take back the card because he misread it. But we just block out 3 for 3. And I think this is just really 2 bad hands back to back. And he does Ancestral Empowerment. Get that card draw, but a little bit extra hand. Oh.
Any reaction?
Let's see. My hand is not so great. Well, you have 2. So
2 flu.
great. Yeah, resolves. We'll just take the 1 damage. I just take the 1 damage because I can't really do anything. But I'm just thinking if I wanted to do anything instant speed, which I can't remember if there's a blue in there or not. Typically, Ember Blade's not too scary. The on hit really isn't great. There's actually no hit on hit, but the ones that I'm caring about is on hit triggers for mass. Mass triggers, and
then I will 5 for free.
Others that will help him banish the on hits. And I take the 2 from this one because it's Tiger, but we both forget that he gets the card draw off, but we didn't realize it. Took all 3 in a row, and he should have got his draw.
I will go in.
I think he misses another one as well. We're just not used to it. I'm not doing it on purpose, nor is he. Just, again, he's a Dory player. He's not used, so I'm guessing he's just trying him out.
Oh, boy.
Again, I just come in with the CNC. Wasn't really great.
Wow. This is
Typically, erase face and CNC is really nice into Fi because they don't particularly block great. A lot of their cards block for 2,
I kind of want it, but I kind of don't.
which will force 3 cards.
I think I just take the 6.
Takes the damage, and goodbye, Arsenal.
good. Alright. We'll do tunic. We'll brand for Cinderfall. For 3 go.
Let's do it like this. Actually, I should say. Oh, it was the Ice Eternal. And I didn't feel like the last turn was a great turn to put Ice Eternal into it. And this is actually like a weird interaction that I found out. And I was Ice Eternal for 0, and we'll playing this into response.
Okay.
Hold priority.
Sure.
And I will come in for 4.
Waning Moon you for 3.
So fuse pumps it.
It'll just be the damage that you get. So now this is just 3, and then it'll resolve after this.
Nice. Yeah, it's extra. This gives frostbites based on damage, and this does extra damage based on frostbites.
Nice little interaction between these 3 cards. He does have AB1, but that's about it.
We will
Which he'll pitch to, which is
Arcane
nice.
Barrier 1. So we'll take 2 here, and then we'll get 2,
and then 2 damage.
2 damage from.
Yeah, sure. It's an armor, I don't care.
And then you should have 2 floating.
Correct. So then we will pay the 2.
And he uses the 2 floating for the
Play
Summer
another
Claw.
brand with Cinderfall.
I just take it.
Take
Taking
3.
it to 26.
Okay. And then you're gonna love this. You ready?
Yeah.
Brand with Cinderfall.
We get them all out. Okay, we'll just.
He has all 3.
Gauntlets here for the
We'll just
last-
use gauntlets.
25.
Okay.
Gonna get some damage, why not?
I will fly and come at you.
I was feeling good still. Again, he misses his mass trigger because he phoenixed and it should have been the last hit.
And I was like, this is beautiful.
Oh wait, I didn't because I got the gauntlets and I put it back real quick. No, actually it hit for 1 damage, so yeah, he did miss the trigger.
Alrighty. Pass to me.
Alright. I will tunic.
Okay.
Hers isn't an innate ability, it's just an activate. Her ability. But it means like can't play. But if you can't do wings, you can't activate boots, activate tuning, activate crown,
This is fun to start. We'll run in Renegade for 3.
Or like defense range. You can tick it up, but you just can't activate it. Thank you so much.
Okay. It will shut this off.
Tunic.
All harm.
Go up to
Okay.
25.
I wasn't really sold on Oasis Spite until later on. It's such a good card for her deck. Just protecting damage, just gets away, gets into the whole dominate, protecting it from dominate, which some decks bring.
Will Rising Resentment for 1.
These are one of the unhit scary cards, even though if it's just for 1 damage. He's playing it as a blue, which means he doesn't have a blue in hand, or does have an extra blue in hand, and which is both good. Because Blizzard, you have to pay 2, which he did have 2 extra resources. And then he has to pay into it. But you have to remember the on-hit triggers from
To let the party go, and we'll go to the
card making it get around the frostbite. So even if it's just 1 damage,
he's still able to just negate the frostbite. And he had one floating, which screws him over, and I block it.
I think we pay 2 here.
Just to get the one back.
This is a weird interaction between the two, and I'm gonna try to explain it to him.
We're gonna activate Phi for 1, but it'll cost 2. Because I have the 2 here,
Yeah,
so
it'd be
activate
one-
will be
it'd be for
1,
one,
and
and
then
then
this
be-
will make it 2.
Oh, to remove it costs the frostbite to activation. To remove the type, to remove the, so you would have to pay 1 to remove for 1 because of the frostbite. You removing the counter on your tunic is an ability, so you have to actually pay into that one.
Oh, that's true.
It'd be on 3.
Oh, yeah. Good call. That is true. So if I
He could have done this his same line, but he could have paid 1 to gain 1, broke the frostbite, and still paid into 5 with the 1 resources because he has 2. He could have just hit me for 1 extra damage. But I think he got a little confused and just took it as end and then left it from there.
Alright, on you.
I pitched this Blizzard because I believe the other card is a Channel Lake Frigid.
Pay 1. I think I'll use my tunic for this.
And he just uses the 1 resource.
Go to N.
Another scary on hit that I particularly don't care for.
Frosty boy.
So I'm gonna just prevent the 4 and go from there.
Yep. So now I'm paying 3.
I think I'm checking my graveyards for defense reactions. And how many I have left? Generic ones.
That's a hard choice.
You can take 1, so if you pick
I will play headlong and then I'll spend the 2.
and then block 2.
Has to pay 2 for the Blazing Headlong.
If it's red, then yes, you're.
I'll take it to 21. Or 22.
Yep.
I end up taking it because nothing's particularly dangerous with that card. And I'm wanting to keep 2 cards, 1 for Arsenal, and then 1 to feed into the kind of like Frigid. Either that or use it and then have no Arsenal. Which made me like maybe like an Erase Face or CNC. Hang it with a nice card. And don't think because you don't get an Arsenal that that's not particularly strong. Feeding an Erase Face or CNC while a Channel Lake Frigid is still up is incredibly detriment, especially in Defy.
No, it's 1 arcane. You did it right. So you take 1,
I think we just have to end here.
and then
Yeah.
He ends up passing the turn.
Draw 3. Channel Lake from the Arsenic.
But here, I think just 6 damage on top of the damage that I already have taken that last turn is not too bad. There's no real way to keep the red in Arsenal when you can't really do anything with it, so might as well just pay into it for 6 damage plus Moon. Again, he's only rocking AB1, so he'd just be able to AB1 twice for each source. So he'll only be able to prevent 2 of the 6.
And then it just kept giving me non-attack for like a fun minute. Yeah. But I don't want to see 3 of them.
I'll pitch a blue 2 to Arcane Barrier.
Okay, so 1 here, 1 here.
Yep. So I'll take 4.
Right. Yeah. And then I had him a little, and I just kept getting all my like my 3, 4 attacks that I can't actually use it with. Or I didn't have 3 attacks.
We're gonna come at you with Searing Ember. Oh, no, that's
Because
actually.
if you don't have 2 Arcane Barrier, I can just.
I think that's actually.
I'm checking his boots because I wasn't aware of what his boots really did. It wasn't snappies, but I don't think snappies would even work on
No,
a weapon.
Interesting.
I was just curious why he didn't do anything else.
We will Phoenix Form
Phoenix form.
and pitch for the 1.
Oh, beautiful.
No, but check your boots.
That's beautiful.
Check your boots.
Oh, yeah. Oh, do you mind if I take
It's
2?
just one more power high enough for the boots to not give it go again. Or less damage. This is 3.
I think the great play here is 3. A little slow.
I say multiple times in the videos
We'll
that it is too slow, meaning that the cost is too much. And that's why I'm thinking that sometimes like blue ether, if it's not in my arsenal already, or X or chill. Those are the ones that I will typically pitch because it's just too slow. And here I'm just going to pitch to Cornet Peak.
We'll pitch the 1.
Easy 4-card hand.
Rise up if you didn't see me, just so you know.
Because he's got 1 in arsenal.
Let's go there. Alright. 4 back to you.
Alright. Tunic and come at you for Run and Renegade 3.
You always want some starters, so it's really good setting.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry.
Kind of like number 2.
You have a chance to respond to this, to like these 2 activations. You can respond from the last time. So once this, like this trigger here, you can remove this if you wanted to. Sort of like get past that from last time.
Dude, I played the mirror match once, and we had something where we were like, like a counter to make sure, because it was really hard with so many responses. So yeah, we had to turn on. It did. I mean, it felt necessary.
We'll try it out. I'm gonna respond with a Phi
Okay,
for
so
2,
2. Okay, gotcha.
and then I'll get the Phoenix Flame.
So he decides to respond to it, and that's why I wanted to make sure he understood that if he wanted to, probably the best time to do it is now.
Anything else for the response?
No, that's fine.
Alright. You should have 1 for
Yes, correct.
So it has to, so yeah, okay.
Fuse. Nice.
I do have 2 blue ice cards in hand, I think. But I save them for Channel Lake because I wanted to do Cornet Peak.
Alright.
I wanted to fuse just in case he wanted to feel the threat of Waning Moon for 3. But apparently Channel Lake and the Frostbite is good. And I didn't want a Waning Moon. I think it's a red ether vein with a Insidious Chill. So not two blues, but we go with Cornet Peak so that we can just keep Channel Lake around. Put a block out if I could on my turn. Or block out on his turn so that I have enough for my turn so I can play it from Arsenal. Because with the Cornet Peak and the Channel Lake, he shouldn't be able to do too much. And I'm not getting too much pressure because of the Channel Lakes.
We'll pay the one.
I believe I have like a couple amulets in my hand. So blocking isn't going to be great. I do have the favor scene. It should be enough.
We're gonna Phoenix Flame for a whole 0.
No response for me. That's fine. Oh,
I do have to pay up. You're right.
2 left over.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, it's over.
Okay.
Why do they cost the exact same as the non-foil ones from Crew? Well, I don't mind, like white quarters, whatever. There's no goddamn foil that should cost the exact same amount as the normal ones. They're gonna be pretty low. They told us the first print will be very low, which means me to
Yeah,
collect
this
them,
is
and then
fine.
I will reprint
We will rise up from Arsenal.
new players.
Is it just the 3?
And the price.
So it'll be 5.
I think I sold like 4
Oh, because
No
of one
dominate.
draconic, right?
like $80 a piece, and I'm like, there's no reason it should cost so much money.
Oh wait, no, no, that's a rupture. So it's just 3. Yep.
We just made sure that the damage was correct.
Either sell it or just commit to playing with the white quarters.
Bottom that.
And
I will end.
I guess he wanted to clear the arsenal out because it was always in there. But I would probably side those out. The rupture cards against Iyslander. And this is where we get a bit of confusion here because he thinks I'm doing it at the end of his turn.
5 damn. I'll take the 5.
But I started my turn.
And then the fuse comes through and you have to pay 2 once you draw it.
He's a broker, he doesn't even play the game, so he just needs this. For 500 bucks, might as well.
Why?
So I pay and then fuse, and then when the fuse says if it hits any arcane damage, you pay 2 or discard a card.
But I have nothing, so I can't.
Yeah. I mean, like once you no, it's not the end of like at the end of your turn. Once you draw up is what I'm trying to say. Like after you're drawn up.
Why do I do it after I draw?
No. I'm saying this is the start of my turn. I'm doing this on my turn, not the end of your turn.
Snap that forward, go again.
Like when you said you end, you said you're gonna end.
100%.
My turn started.
Oh,
Now
so you're
I'm
playing
doing this
on your
my
turn.
Yes.
Okay,
Go ahead and
gotcha.
draw up if you want to
Gotcha.
pay into it.
Oh, I need to get the polar
Wow.
This actually gives us an opportune time to
Pay into it.
beat a second counter into Channel Lake Frigid.
Yeah, I will.
Fix it. Make him go back up to 26
1
because he's
into
going to
it,
pay.
And then I'll pay the 2.
Okay, so let's say
I'll take
Going to pay.
4.
I honestly would have discarded if he,
All right.
instead of
let's do this.
discard 2 reds or pitch 2 reds for the effect.
Say waning moon for 2.
And I'm waning moon for 2. Keeping the Channel Lake around one more time.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's how to do it.
Had the largest nationals.
if I somehow get into it.
The world is invite only, Nats is technically, the main event is invite only, but they.
I will go end step.
Right.
Yeah.
Top 4.
Anything?
I think they haven't announced how qualifications are gonna work.
It'll be this.
So
At that
With
point,
one card in your hand.
I just
I
do
will
a
pay 1
3.
to
Block
damage?
1,
block 1.
take 2 basically.
Yep.
At that point. Well, then I played something on your turn. I can play something on your turn as well. So let's do one there and then one here, and then moon you for 3 at the same time. 3 damage. Oh, you were at 18. Okay. Because you had 18 there, didn't you? So this one was either
Yeah.
ice frame playing this, and then one in here, one in here.
Right, that was on your turn, and then it went to mine. I went to end,
I played this,
then you played that, yes.
and then this at the end, and right after that.
Okay, so I'll take 3? Yeah. That's confusing.
Back to mine.
He was just a tad confused.
Hornet Peak, and that'll be
Hornet Peak because we got much to do on our turn, and 3 ice cards is not going to do it. I don't think it's even possible for 3 ice cards to keep a channel like around for 3 counters. Well, at least in my particular deck.
We're gonna Phoenix Flame for 0.
just that spicy 0 again.
But like there'll be just weather that can't work. So like we start so early, so everyone's awake at like 3 in the morning to go to work. So we're just like each one has all their and it's like, hey,
It's chilly over here.
Yeah,
It's chilly over here.
3 channel lakes. And this guy's just getting taxed.
coming to work, we're shoveling snow today.
Poor John is suffering through these lakes.
That day is like he did a big job in Detroit, and the contractor, we're contractor was like, our other trades are 2 of our other trades are keep it 2 as kids. There's too much snow to go down. We need people to shovel snow on the sidewalks so that we can have people come into work. Come in and shovel sidewalks. So we just came in.
I think that's fine. We'll react with 2 to 5.
Which
Alrighty, that's fine.
because
We bring Phoenix to him.
person now that's
Cool.
the same. So like our foremen, one of them's salary and one makes like $57.
The results are good.
Yep.
Okay.
And then like 2 like
I will go to end.
like 2 main guys, they're journeymen, like rodeo person. And then like other guys below them are like 16 or 15.
One left over will be
Like they have to just be like we
I
literally
will
walk in and say, hey,
pay
this is
1.
out of the way.
He ends up taking 2
Pay for that
in turn.
snow, but we have journeymen.
And I'm not sure why he keeps doing Phoenix for 0. Maybe he wants to kickstart the
That is the control. It's gonna cost you. Erasing the
main link. And again, like I had mentioned before, race face with a channel lake on board is backbreaking. Doesn't matter if you don't have an arsenal, you're paying blue into it on your turn. There's not much they're going to be doing on their turn,
I will block 6.
especially into Phi.
one of the few cards that you actually can block for 6. Nice. Alright, that's fine.
We were up there for 12 hours.
Alright, back to you.
You're up there. If you're in a truck and pay on freaking shoveling on the roof. The roof was put down where they wanted to shovel. We were shoveling on
3 go
the
again.
roof. They wanted the weight off of the building.
Say
You
single.
don't want the weight of the building. Like,
You definitely want to
Sure.
I didn't know if you wanted to pay inside.
Oh, yeah, you're
get
right.
rid of that because it gets around the
And then I'll draw.
tax of channel lake just for that particular turn or for that particular attack that he's going to banish.
we had a snowball fight on the roof. Because we got bored shoveling. We finished shoveling snow. They paid us for 12 hours out front.
Ether Hill for 2, and then another 2. So 2 and 2.
Imagine this. I'm gonna pitch 2.
So
one,
take
take
2.
2.
This goes away. Last one. It's gone now.
I can play.
You can play now.
We survived. You get to play. We survived. Alright.
Third channel lake is gone. Now he can feel a little bit relief. But he's already down to 11, so there's not much to
You already open it? Or no, that's already open. Okay. I thought you were cracking a fresh case. I was like, bro, what are you up to?
We're gonna mounting anchor and I'll pay with tunic.
You just want me some belts?
I'll swap that to pay.
We'll say
It gets hot outside too.
Killing me. The dry heat's fine. It's just
The humidity won't. Like even days where it's like 75 degrees, you're just like dripping sweat because it feels like 98 humidity. And it's like, real feel 97.
I would definitely want to block this out. And we Waning Moon mostly just for damage. But you do help out the frostbites. Not particularly sure if he has a 0 cost under there or not.
I'll tunic for arcane. Take 2.
Frostbites don't matter.
Yep. We'll go in.
And standing on the roof, it's up to 170. So you have to drink water every 10 minutes. You can literally get choked standing there doing nothing. So yeah, by like morning you have to wear gloves, but once you get to like the late morning or the afternoon, you put gloves on. It'll literally give you so much chance. Everything else is like you get it. Yeah. I literally have scars on my knees from being yelled on the roof and eating my knee pads up.
My main attacks are pretty much spaced out a good bit, which is insane how they're just everything's lining up. Keep consistent pressure. Constant or consistent pressure. He was able to get 2 cards instead of 3 just for that, but I'm quite curious why he didn't do Mask and Shuko
We'll blade his head on 4.
instead of 2 cards. They're both blues if I'm not mistaken.
It will be 3 and 3. So
And if he had kept the blues, he could have paid into this. He could have gotten around it. Which I think he's underestimating the frostbites and attacks from her.
We'll take 3.
alright.
For no reason. We talked to the architect and he was like,
Hit on. I'll take 4.
one time like briefed an
I
architect.
just take the damage. There's not much going to be coming through anyways.
Nope, we need you. It's too heavy. We need you to brace it.
And I'm only worrying about damage right now, so that's why I wanted to Waning Moon and Arsenal for next turn.
We'll take 3.
And it's almost gone. Exactly. Like, I don't know if you can still see it. There used to be a big scar right back here.
Back to you.
And I cut it away at the same time. And just left. I went to the doctor and he's like, yeah, you got the grip. 2 months your age.
Rise. Your play.
That's the hottest I've ever been. Like it was like 5 or 6 hours being down there. Chucker. He never went.
Let's just do.
We were chugging the hour.
That's discard or pay 2.
No. I'm just putting it down now from instant speed. I'm not active.
Oh, you're not active.
But I will pay into the boots. And the 2 leftovers 5.
That'll be game.
And that's GG's.
Very
Thanks for watching, guys.
Very nice.
It's never gonna happen like that again.
That is what the control feels like.